Bonjour, and welcome back to the French campaign in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Hang on, what's going on here? Italian invasion of the Dardanelles. Are the Italians going to send any ships there? They should have the tonnage, I think. Anyway, on our side, we are invading Puerto Rico. And we, okay. Interesting. So, we got the Dominican Republic. The Americans are taking Haiti. So when they're done with that, we can take it from them. Perfect. So this force of 4 battlecruisers, escorted by 4 destroyers, had amazing success last episode, wiping out a huge, if outdated, American task force with essentially just minor paint scratches taken in return. So that kind of proves that the fast response battlecruiser force is a good idea. We're almost back up to 200% transport capacity, at which point we can drop this down and stop bleeding so much money. We are 2 years out from getting Mark III 13-inch guns, which the not dreadnought, quasi dreadnoughts are certainly going to enjoy that upgrade. And what else? Yeah, new battlecruisers. I'm very happy with the battlecruisers we have now, though. So priority will go to new battleships and cruisers before we start building new battlecruisers. So onwards to March of 1909. Now, are we going to go to war with Denmark? I think so. I think why not? We have a spare task force over in Europe that can handle that kind of stuff. Let's see, some nations did not quite like that. Some liked it. Italy and the Soviets liked it. Japan liked it. Greece didn't like it. Norway didn't like it. One Dayton, 1909. So that is brand new. Actually, this light cruiser. And seeing as it could not have been built in 3 months, that means they're building 1909 designs before 1909. So they are well advanced. Yeah, well, it looks like a very typical light cruiser, but what else would it look like? Send the battleships home, send the destroyers, torpedo boats home. We're just gonna send the armored cruisers. Seeing how the Juno, an older cruiser, handled my my light cruisers previously, I'm not taking any chances. I'm giving it a fair fight. I'm just gonna send the bigger, more powerful armored cruisers and deal with it. That said, I'm not gonna have my battleships just waste ammunition. And they're probably just gonna overpen or something. Now, I just realized that light cruiser probably has at least 7-kilometer torpedo range. In which case, my 7-inch guns are not gonna do much. So, we're being spotted. There you are. Dayton. Only 5-inch guns, though. 4.8 kilometer torps. Alright. I thought they had 7 kilometer torps. Mark 3 5-inch guns. Okay. Maybe not that dangerous. How fast were you? 25 knots. Plus 100% armor quality, though. Are we gonna have to bring in a battleship for this? If you're gonna run away from my cruisers like that. Battleship Danton is now firing. Not hitting much. At 25 knots, it's fast enough to give me that target's fast speed. There we go. Now you are slowing down. What else do you have? Forced boilers, turbines. Still going pretty quickly, despite taking that hit. 22 knots. But now, you will definitely slow down. Yeah. You are pretty much finished now, but I think you know that. Don't think the battleship will be needed at this point. There we go. More hits. And gone. Right. We've taken Puerto Rico. We're gonna let the Americans take Haiti. There is like one ship under here. What is it? One task force consisting of an armored cruiser, a destroyer, and a torpedo boat. Right. Let's what to do with this task force? I don't want to engage these guys just yet. It's just three cruisers doing that invasion. I don't want to engage them and ruin their naval invasion, because again, I want to take that. But we are gonna go for Nicaragua? Maybe? No. Let's just take Cuba. Let's just take Cuba from them. They don't have that many ships left now. Cuba, 50,000 tons. The battle cruisers are arriving up at the Northern Colombia invasion, which we're gonna have enough tonnage for. That's not a problem. We have a battleship here now, ready. Justice. It's a rather old pre-dreadnought, but it should be sufficient to fight that tiny Danish force. The rest of the Danish Navy is going home. We've got plenty of ships waiting for them. Let's leave the light cruisers and 2 destroyers behind in Le Havre. And there we go. This force is short 1 pre-dreadnought, but that's fine. That's the dreadnought, the pre-dreadnought that's back here. Let's see, what other kinds of navies is the world fielding right now? Britain is quickly rebuilding. They're up to 10 battleships since the previous war, which I assume are all dreadnoughts, 4 battle cruisers, 16 armored, 20 lights, and 10 destroyers. Germany, 15 battleships, but I'm pretty sure many of these are old pre-dreadnoughts, because they had 11 battleships before the dreadnoughts came around. So I don't think more than 4 of these are dreadnoughts. 6 battle cruisers and a bunch of other ships. Soviet Union, 4 battleships. Possibly dreadnoughts? Japan, 10 battleships, 4 battle cruisers. And Italy also has 2 battle cruisers. How many of these battleships are dreadnoughts? Hard to say, but presumably some of them. Now, almost forgot before clicking next turn, we have a force here ready to move out. A pretty big force. Let's just send everything. Actually, destroyers can stay home. I think they have less operational range than the torpedo boats, actually. There. Let's see what we get. I saw Japan just got triple torpedo tubes. Researched. Okay, the invasion is on the other side of Cuba. And here we go, Justice is up against Peter Sklam. And destroy around a torpedo boat. That's an old one, I think. That's an old AI design, probably, too. Don't think that's anyone's share design. Milan, you can just follow Justice. This is my oldest class of pre-dreadnoughts. Still in service. But I'm not sure. Do I want to keep updating them? I kind of like this specific type of pre-dreadnought, just because it reminds me of the Haraldfagre that I had in the Norwegian campaign. Well, it basically is the same thing. So yeah, it's old, but I'm pretty sure whatever the Danes have is even older and less up to date. There we go. We're being spotted. Not even a 6-kilometer range on the main guns. How about you do that? Okay. 7-inch gun scoring some huge hits on that poor torpedo boat. Which went invisible, which means it's probably gonna reappear and make my battleship guns lose focus again. Should be able to pen it. You have what kind of torpedo range? Oh, you don't even have torpedoes anymore. They blew up. Fine. Move sweet. 4.5 kilometer torps. Okay, this is a very decent destroyer you got here, Denmark. So even a tiny nation like Denmark is actually keeping somewhat up to date technologically. Now we are entering into destroyer torpedo range. But at this range, if they launch, you should be able to dodge. Oh, big hits on the enemy armored cruiser. There you go. They launched. Yeah, easy dodge. Let's get those guns swung around. This poor little boat is not long for this world. Although it's being very, very survivable, actually. It's taken a beating. There we go. Last bit of flooding. And that was it. Now, getting Denmark out of the war. Okay, speaking of, here's the rest of the Danish Navy. It's another one of these terrible ironclad things. Yeah, that's right. Denmark, like Norway, only has these ironclad thingies available as armored cruisers early on. So, yeah, that's that. That's why I didn't bother building any share designs for them. And these things with 2 single torp launchers. Is that the same class as we just fought? That had decent torpedo range? It might be. A White Eagle class light cruiser. Right. This is like 1890s leftovers. No match for the mighty French Navy. And why we are fighting the Danes, who are also fighting the Americans. I'm sure someone can come up with a good, like, fan theory. Why that is. How this happened. Are we gonna need the torpedo boats here? Probably not. You're just gonna idle here in a circle. As are maybe the destroyers have a job to do. Like we saw last episode, they can do some pretty good stuff with the guns, acting as actual torpedo boat destroyers. They're not bad at that job. They're not pure torpedo spammers, but we'll see. pretty sure these armored cruisers alone could take whatever the Danes have here. Gascoigne, René and Magritte, you only have regular crew. I would have thought you guys were veterans by now. I guess you haven't been in that many battles. There they are. Ocean Cat. Or Sea Cat. I guess that's a name you can give a destroyer. And the first one evaporates. Yeah, 4.5 kilometer torpedoes. That's how you fall in behind the battleships now. I don't think they should be able to get within... why are you falling in behind, like, in the wrong direction? Couple good hits there. Ocean Kitty showing up again. I wonder if the rest of the Danish task force is low on fuel. There we go. Good hits. And you launch torpedoes. What am I? 13. Pretty sure the destroyers will not get hit by those torpedoes, because they were in a turn. But they might travel on and hit my cruisers. First battleship hits on, yep, it is, on low fuel. René Magritte. Having scored one hit, taking out half the ship. Second salvo going out. Light cruisers in that smoke screen. no sight of the enemy torpedoes, so who knows where they ended up. Didn't they have more armored cruisers than this? Swordfish. The King's Hunting Crown. Nyborg and Birthright. Some catchy names. And they got a light cruiser over here as well. Leopard. The battleships. Take that guy out. Another one. Gascoigne. Rene. And presumably, yeah, torpedo bolts. Presumably there are torpedo bolts somewhere, is what I was about to say. And sure enough. We've got a couple of these guys. Let's actually, I mean, since we got you here, we might as well. There you go. Last launched. They're all low on fuel. The AI, as always, loving to sail its task forces back and forth. Torpedoes are landing. The river. The shark. There we go. Some good hits. Surrendered. Just a couple light cruisers left now. And the destroyers again out of HE. AP should do the trick. Armored cruisers are out of range. That's fine. And just have the battleships hammer these two to death. They're the ones that need the crew experience, after all. BDs have done enough. Oh, you went invisible. Darn it, maybe the smoke screen was a bad idea. Because apparently the DDs were the ones spotting these things. Bring them back in closer. And they get torpedoes off from one of them before they went invisible. Eat some torps. Leopard. Are we gonna get any hits? No, actually. Or maybe. No. I mean, the 4-inch guns are actually scoring floating hits, so... Yeah, let's just gun you down then. 0.7 for an half belt, alright. You can't go through your main belt with these tiny pop guns, but... you can at least make sure you're not running away from the battleships. Now, ceasefire. Don't make any splashes, ruining accuracy for the battleship guns, which are overpinning, but yeah, we got that. It's flooding. Tenacious little guy. The leopard. But there, finally. I don't think they have much of a navy left now. And the US gains Haiti. What do you have left, Denmark? Nothing. Right. Just gonna go straight for Western Denmark. And then I guess the invasion of Haiti will have to be next month. First of all, we're gonna have to move down here and take Cuba. I don't think the actual Panama Canal is open yet. I think that's like 1913 something that it opens. But of course, I know that there will be a canal here. So that's an important piece of land to grab. So that's the one we're gonna open an invasion of next month. And we're just gonna have to like scrape together some other ships to do these two here. How are we on fuel here? Good enough. I can make it to Pearl Harbor and then take it. Oh yeah, I gotta keep building that shipyard. What's our spare tonnage now? Oh, over 100,000. That means we can build 2 more of these battleships that we were supposed to build 4 of. There. With the 15-inch guns. Very nice. As for light cruisers, exactly when I'll get a better light cruiser hull, I'm not sure. I think we're just gonna have to stick with what we have for a while. Firing director system. Like, this is all good stuff. I saw one other smaller nation get the dryer firing table thing. which is a good upgrade after this one. That reduces a bunch of penalties to like gun splashes and stuff, which is what's plaguing us early campaign. 4 torpedo boats, these are probably very ancient. Yeah, let's see just what we get next month. We get the strikes first, of course. And then torpedo boats, cowslip. I think we can handle this. I think these are the ones with only 1 torpedo each. Milan can probably handle this on her own. My battleship is being spotted. There they are. And they are on low fuel. What was your torpedo range? 1.3. Yeah, sure. And this time, Justice did not nail my own ship with the secondary guns. I just remembered that was something she did at one point. She's learned. Torpedoes detonate on Kalau. And she is also done. Finished off by 1 torpedo. That was totally unnecessary. Now, as the war is kind of winding down, and we got some spare shipbuilding capacity, let's, seeing as I probably won't be able to build any, like, really good light cruisers in a while now. Are they... Oh, they're still pushing ships into that naval invasion. Am I gonna have to come and save Argentina again? Possibly. 18 destroyers in 1 task force. Well, that's something. Yeah, as I won't be able to build any like really good light cruisers in a while. I assume. Let's give the ones we have a refit. Let's see, where are they? Let's start with the oldest, like, least up-to-date ones. That would be Nayade and Pascal. These things are so nice. I should maybe just build more of them, even if they are out of date. Turbines instantly saving 500 tons. Let's give them barbettes as well. And let's see. Upgrade marks on the guns. Now we're looking at some, like, proper armor here. Give him a radar as well. Bigger torps. What's my flash fire with cordite dunite? 11.3. If I go, like, super safe, 2.9. If I go, like, semi-safe, 9.3. Ah, that's probably good enough. 500% engine efficiency. Oh, very nice. I can even increase speed to beyond what the original maximum was supposed to be. And there, that's a decent little upgrade. There, 4.5 on the main belt. That's good enough. 18 million per. That's not that much anymore. Maintenance, 800,000. Now the Pascal could probably be more interesting as an upgrade project because the 6-inch guns, I can get those to Mark III. And again, we've saved a bunch of weight already. Let's see, what is the resistance on this? It's poop. We don't need the double bottom. Might go with a better anti-flood though. The 6-inch gun models are the same actually. I was a little bit worried that they were gonna be like huge things and weren't gonna fit, but no, these fit fine. A little bit overweight there. Corite 1 Dunite for a flash fire chance of 8.3. That's not too bad. Let's reduce this weight a little bit. Went a little bit overboard there. Maybe reduce that to 1482. Were you really that light? Okay then. I'd also like to improve those torpedoes, because we got many of them. A lot of torps per broadside on this. We can actually reduce the amount of funnels here by a bit to save weight. That looks a bit better too, in my opinion. Takes us a little bit overweight again. Not sure what I want to reduce here. Like with this armor, that's actually pretty good. Looking at 4.8 effective on the light cruiser. That ain't too shabby. And these guns are plenty punchy. Probably better than the 7-inch guns at this point. I'm just going to keep at that speed then, since 22 was apparently a little bit too much, unless I go and look for a bunch of spare displacement somewhere else. But I'm just going to ship it. Now, the forfeit, if you will, I think I want to give it a little bit more radical of an upgrade. I want to get rid of these 7-inch guns. I want to give it the Mark III 6-inch instead. Because I do think it's, in many ways, a better gun. And I don't think we need almost 700% funnel capacity. So, how fast can we make you? 22 knots? 23 is possible, actually. I'm gonna remember I need to armor up those turrets as well. Like so, why is there a starboard weight offset? Did I not center one of these turrets correctly? Something isn't centered. Or something is missing from one side. Mystery. Oh yeah, of course. This thing has 2 front torpedo launch mounts, but you can't actually use both of them. So you only end up using one, and that is slightly off-centered. That's how it was. It's not a big deal though. 8.3 flash fire chance. That is something I can live with. Everything is now Mark 3. Good. Can we squeeze in another 6-inch gun turret here? I was hoping we could. We can. 3 6-inch guns. Like, we could do 4, but it's pointless. And we're down to 2 funnels instead of 4. Let's have it like in the middle of where the guns are mounted. Causing as little interference as possible with the 3-inch guns. And even with a radio. Also, forgot about the ammo. Okay, that's a little bit heavier with the ammo. But not that much. There. It's better than 20 knots, which it was doing before. And the torpedoes are now 19-inch. Don't have that many torps on this. But at 7-kilometer range, well, they could be somewhat useful. $16 million. Ooh, that was too much. 17 million, basically. It's not really too bad for a light cruiser in almost 1910. Granted, it's kind of an outdated light cruiser, but it should be able to do its job, kind of. Now, UAD, how many of you do we have in service? Quite a few. And some of them are, like, quite famous as well. Let's get you up to date. And, do I do all of you? Oh, the Pascal is that's a 3-month refit, isn't it? Yeah. Let's do the forfeits, which I don't have that many of. That's a 2-month refit. Gonna need the Pascals on patrol while that happens. And that's it for now. Goodbye, and take care.